Hello and welcome to the New Age Geeks channels. If you're new here, we're building an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. Tonight we have Forging Faith, the sober D&D campaign set in the critical world of Exandria, following our adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. What's up, Fists?
What's poppin'? I just want to give a friendly little reminder to everybody in the chat that the New Age Geeks includes more than just us up here on the screen. It relies on all of you wonderful geeks and your participation in this community that we are building together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, you absolutely frickin' can. Just make sure to subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels and join our Discord, where you will find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Love you, Sarah!
And chat rooms with the cast and other members of this growing community. Another little friendly reminder is that the best way to help us out is with engagement. So we'd greatly appreciate if you would watch the video all the way through, like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that these platforms know to share us with everybody else. Beyond YouTube and Twitch, we have posts going up on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Threads. So make sure to follow us there for more geeky goodness. And one little thing I forgot to mention, speaking of engagement, we would greatly appreciate if you would clip any of your favorite moments from stream, whether that be happy moments, sad moment, funny moments, romantic moments, maybe. But make sure to clip any of your favorite moments from stream, and who knows, maybe they'll turn into a TikTok. Anyways, geeky goodness, we're full of it.
If you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Twitch account and get Twitch Prime absolutely free. That awards you a 1-month subscription to any channel on Twitch. Once per month, you do need to go in and resubscribe to that channel at no additional cost, but if you link your accounts, you can just click subscribe with Prime on those channels. If you're feeling charitable, please subscribe on Twitch and YouTube, perhaps gift subscriptions to others, cheer using bits, donate via PayPal, check out our merch shop, and subscribe to our Patreon. Lastly, if you wish to become a sponsor for the New Age Geeks, reach out to us directly via our Instagram page to begin those discussions.
Speaking of sponsors, if you're enjoying the music we have going on here on Forging Faith, we highly recommend checking out the Songcraft bot. Songcraft bot allows you to play open source community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server with just a few clicks. Whether you're playing with friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use the audio stress free. With their pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40 plus music genres and 20 plus soundscape types, global genre selections, and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But by using our referral code NAG, that's N-A-G, you get $2 off your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to do to get started is invite the Songcraft bot of your choosing into your server, then just hit play and let Songcraft take care of the rest. Speaking of which, it is the last day of September, so for, I think it's 30% off. Dom, thank you. Dom, if you, I don't know, my brain, yeah. So, 30% off your subscription. You can pre-order months in advance and still get that discount, or if you want to gift subs, whatever, it's 30% off. Today's your last day to do it. Love you, geeks. Okay, so what do we have this week on New Age Geeks?
Wednesday we have Queer and Present Danger. That's pretty much everything else we got going on this week.
Thursday, I'm interviewing recovering academic, aka Forrest, on Investigation Check, where we're going to dive into her nerdy backstory, learn all about what it's like to be a creator in that space, and she actually has some very interesting things that she would like to talk about. We've already kind of prepped this, so I'm going to give a little bit of a spoiler here. The unspoken pressures of cosplaying in excess, and vulnerable parts of the cosplay character OC creation. So if you're interested in that sort of conversation, join us, because it's going to be an in-depth conversation, and I'm really looking forward to it. That being said, I would love, once again, to welcome Daytay Cosplays to our table. He's going to be joining us for a little bit. Welcome back, Daytay. Go ahead and tell everyone where they can find you.
Hello, everybody. It's good to be back again with you guys. You can find me at Daytay Cosplay. That is DAYTAY Cosplay, all one word. On pretty much anything, you can Google me. You can find me in the yellow pages if you're old enough to know what that is.
I was gonna say.
On Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitch. Yes, that's where you can find me.
All right. I've got nothing else. Have anyone else got anything else they want to shout out? Well then, let's
Something
dive.
going on, actually.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
I never have anything going on.
What do you got?
I
I'm
have just
excited.
on the face. But starting this Friday, for every Friday in October, I'm going to be playing Abilene, a teacher in Old Gods of Appalachia, a horror story taking place in West Virginia in 1899, and it's going to be very cool, so you should watch it.
Where can people
I'll
find
post
that?
links for that on my Instagram.
Okay, you're playing on your
I'm
Twitch?
playing on the Nerds with Dice channel.
Nerds with Dice. Amazing. That's awesome. All right. And that is every Friday for the next 3 weeks?
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Then, if we've got nothing else, let's dive into tonight's episode of Forging Fates.
I'm excited.
And we're back. Okay. So, who would like to run the recap for us for last week's episode today? Finnick, go ahead and take us on paint us a word picture.
Okay. Well, after Gormrog and I fell, I kind of blew up at him. I was angry and scared, and I felt bad about it, but we had kind of bigger problems ahead of us at the moment. We saw Sammy next to the heart slowly building it back up, and it was pulsing. But we also saw somebody else that we had never seen before. A man with like golden brown skin and long black hair. I don't know why he was there, but he proved to be useful. And immediately we started fighting Sammy. Eventually, Whisper and Clover joined us down in the lungs, the cavity of the chest. And it was intense. Sammy was resistant to any slashing, bludgeoning, piercing, and it was difficult. As the heart pulsed, it swept this necrotic energy across the field, and it was a little cold. I got hit by an earth elemental, and I fell. I hit the ground hard, felt something break. And then I felt a cold wave of energy pulse over me, and it was dark. The last thing I remember as I left my body was seeing spectral forms of everyone around me. And the only thing I could think to say was, have faith, Everflame, while looking at Gormrog. And then back to darkness. And when I woke up, I was surrounded by everybody. I was scared. Clover and Gormrog were both holding my hands. And Gormrog kissed me. It brought a sense of relief until we realized that we were standing inside of a revived Titan. A revived primordial of Earth. And that's where we're picking up.
Okay. So, as you all are standing now in this moment, Finnick having been revived, You feel the ground shaking beneath you, almost turning from stone to water almost, as it is moving beneath your feet in this wave-like shape. You feel it like a wave underneath you, pushing you up before settling back down in that moment. You feel the heart in the center of this space beating with this energy that is just washing over you. And where before you felt it pulling you, or pulling a piece of you rather, into it, it is now pushing you away with the energy it's producing. Whisper, roll a Constitution saving throw for me. Oh, and Gormrog, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Okay.
21.
Okay, you're both okay. You feel it, whereas your body feels the percussive against you, your mind feels it like a lightning shooting through your head with each beat. You are this close to that primordial energy that is in your soul now, that it just feels overwhelming in this moment. You're able to steady yourself and ready yourself, but you feel the intense desire to vomit almost in this moment, as it is racking your body. What do you guys want to do?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Where'd we go?
How do we get out?
Can I look around and see if there's any exits?
I'm gonna look at our new guy.
You're muted.
They say you're
JJ,
muted.
See, the curse of Sammy still lives. I'm gonna say I don't really remember how I got in here, but I feel like I chased the crazy giant killer person in here, but I think it's back that way. And I look to the stairs that I came from, and that's kind of the only bet that I got. So I think we should probably get up out of here.
What's up, Finnick?
Can I fit Sammy's body in my bag of holding?
She's been ripped to shreds by Goldie.
Oh.
I'm gonna say you can roll a d6 to see how many body parts you can grab.
Well, it's not body parts. I was just to see what she had before.
You
See
can
if there's anything useful she might have.
roll an
had
investigation
on her
check if
person.
you'd like, if you want to try and quickly scour her body. Go ahead, Whisper.
And can I look up to see if the path up is still open?
Yeah. You don't even need to roll for that. You look up, you see the cracks that kind of run up. It is open, though you see the stone is alive almost, as it is moving and twisting and growing to try and repair the body that is currently standing in the center of Vasselheim.
Clover's check.
25.
Okay.
Investigation.
As you quickly scour the body, you find a large green shard that you gather is probably earthly elemental in some way, as it is now glowing in this space. You find 500 gold pieces, 20 platinum pieces. You also find 3 javelins and her halberd.
Do you have 2 halberds? Because I actually did steal a halberd off of her last session.
Oh, no, okay, so then disregard the last halberd.
That's fine. So, yeah, I grabbed the shard of that earth elemental piece and put it in my bag.
Okay. All right. What's the plan, everyone?
Did Clover get to make her check?
It's okay.
No, go ahead, Clover. What do you want to do?
Oh, you're fine. Because
Yeah.
Zeril had a way out, and then Whisper also looked up, so we already have two paths. Out.
Yes.
It's okay.
You see also a set of
Okay.
stairs that kind of lead up on the left. If you're coming from where Zarel came up from, there's a staircase that leads up from the left, and there's also a staircase that leads up on the right. And you see that these are both. One of them is very old looking in its kind of the weathering. The other one looks very new, and it looks like it was recently carved to provide another pathway up towards the upper areas of the Primordial Titan.
Before we leave, I wasn't sure. I know you grabbed that shard over there, Finnick, but that coin that you didn't seem to grab, I'm gonna need that.
Oh no, I grabbed it.
Oh, did you? Okay, I was gonna say, 'cause, not in this
Deal with that
Primordial
later.
Titan.
Mr. Bardman, what did you say your name was again?
Zeril.
Zara, which of these ways did you come from?
I came from these kind of, I guess, these ones, one behind me, these new looking ones.
No, you came from the one that goes down. There's two that go up, and then there's one that goes down.
I came from the one that comes down, so I think maybe we should go up it. I'm not quite sure. This place is a little, confusing.
Yeah.
Seeing
All
that
of
it's
you-
a whole thing.
All of you roll acrobatics checks for me.
Buddy,
As the ground
homie.
vibrates intensely.
Is that a D20?
Yep.
Yep.
That one?
And then
Yeah,
you're going to
sure.
look at your skills and look for acrobatics and add that to whatever you roll.
11.
Okay. You tumble down, falling prone in this moment. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall to the ground.
You've got to be kidding me. We got to get the hell out of here.
I rolled a 30.
You're fine. Easily able to maintain your balance in this moment.
Okay, yeah. I rolled a 5.
Fall down and
How
take
much
6
damage?
points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Yeah.
Still alive, but ow.
But ow, right. Can we please make a decision? I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna take the one that looks a little bit easier to get out.
Route looks more sturdy.
right.
What about Gormrog and Whisper? What'd you guys roll?
I got 19.
You're fine. Whisper? 6. You bust your ass and take 6 bludgeoning damage as you kind of tumble down to the ground. It's just the immense shaking of whatever's happening outside or inside. You're really not quite sure. It's like everything seems to be coming alive inside of this Titan in this moment.
I'll reach my hand out to the Whisper to help pull her back up.
Okay. What are you guys doing? Where are you moving? What's the plan?
Oh,
We're
so
going
Somebody
to
look more solid.
somewhere more solid. Question. Would there if I use religion, is there anything I could use to figure out like if there's anything knowledge I know about like the Titan's physiology or how this was made, thinking that it was like a temple or something, or like would kind of direct us on a better way to go?
I'm not even going to make you roll because a lot of this is just general knowledge at this point, especially being someone who's from Vasselheim. So the Earth Primordial Titan, and as are all the Primordials, are creators of the material plane. There's the 6 big ones. There's fire, earth, water, wind, life, and death. This is the Earth Primordial. It is one of those 6 creatures. It was defeated when the gods came to the material plane looking to
Right.
essentially set up shop. It defeated the primordials. This primordial was beheaded, and its soul was bound into the blade, which Sammy used in the previous battle. Since it's been in Vasselheim, it's been used kind of like as a resource hub where dwarves have kind of come in and begun to pull resources out of it. Some of
Mine or like
right, it's been being mined basically in the last 20 years since it's actually come to Vasselheim. We can go over out of character how it came to Vasselheim, but it's neither here nor there in this moment.
Got you. I would go for we need to get up, and I'm going to go for the new one. I guess the new one would be, we're trying to get out. So I came up into this place. So are we trying to go up and out because we're going to have to jump off of something, or down back to go out?
That brings up a good point. I was actually going to ask, should we all just hop onto Goldie and fly up? Goldie and Talon?
I mean, that works. If they're able to.
I mean, that's
That would
fine with
probably
me.
be the fastest.
It looks like the walls are coming alive, so it looks like it might be hard. I think we should take the stairs.
Okay, how are Goldie and Talon going to get up?
Do they not fit through the stairs?
They're gonna have to make checks.
Either way, it
Okay.
seems like they're gonna have to make checks.
Yeah.
All right, let's
No,
go.
was there
Let's
an
go.
easy exit from the way we came in?
Well, you know the way you came in. You came in through the city of Faramfala, down the
Came in from the
staircase.
top.
Right.
Dom doesn't remember the layout. Gormog does, but like, if we go up was it 750 feet out the lungs?
Just
Was there an
just up to
easy
the top of the
exit?
lungs. There's
Oh.
no roots out from the lungs that you saw.
Right.
How thin that membrane is, you don't know. Or you can
Okay.
continue to go up through the route you came into Farm Follow, where you know there are traps, but that's up to you.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
gonna
that giant
say-
turtle thing from.
I'm also going to set a
Yeah.
timer here for 1 minute until you guys have to roll again.
I'm saying stairs too.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go for this new stairs. I'm gonna get up and go
Let's
to
go.
these new stairs.
I'm
I say,
running.
everybody. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting out of here.
I'm already at the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. You guys start booking it up the stairs. I'm going to need all of you guys to make Constitution saving throws as you are running up these stairs, and it's just trying to essentially run until you can't run anymore.
So an
I
18
will-
plus 3, 21.
21, okay.
I got a
18.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20. What'd you 18 for Finnick? Whisper?
14, 15, 16.
16, okay.
Adding the 2 Constitution.
Yep. Whisper?
14.
14. As you guys are running up these stairs and you get to the next platform, it's not nearly as high as you were before when you fell down the space, but you see Whisper beginning to lag behind in this moment as she's desperately attempting to keep up with the rest of you. I need Talon and Goldie to roll dexterity checks as they're trying to work their way up the staircase.
$18.
18, okay.
That's cocked. 12.
12. Okay. So Goldie is lagging behind too, as she's just having a hard time kind of fitting her large form up through these stairs. Though Talon is pushing up behind you, Whisper, he's kind of like nudging you on, trying to get you to push further and faster. I need all of you to roll dexterity saving throws for me as the ground explodes
Can
in
I-
vibration.
Can I take a moment and cast Bless on the group?
Sure. What
So
level are you casting
everybody
it?
add a D4. Third level, because then
Third
I can
level.
get all 5 of us.
Okay. So it's not going to count for Goldie or Talon.
Fuck it. You know, I don't want to waste my whole my only 5th level spell slot, but
Cast
Maybe I
all
wait,
of
no,
them and not
4th
me.
level. 4th level would get you 4 plus Goldie and Talon.
Okay.
And what are we rolling?
Dexterity saving throws.
Can I use I could notice that people are starting to fall behind. And although I don't know them very well, I don't want everybody to just get crushed because there's been enough death today. So can I use one of my bardic inspirations to kind of?
Yeah, who do you want to give it
That
to?
I'm gonna give it to Whisper.
Okay. How do you inspire Whisper in this moment?
I start singing, ain't nothing gonna break my stride, ain't nothing gonna hold me down.
Whoa.
I got to keep on moving.
All right. Amazing. All right, Whisper, you are inspired. Take it. It's a D10 for you now, right, Zaro?
Sorry, one more time.
It's a D10 for you now?
Yes.
Okay.
1d10.
So take a D10, Whisper, and you can go ahead and apply that to this roll. As I said,
I don't
everyone.
have to apply it for this roll,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, you
I'm
you
out.
have it. You have it for, I think, 10 minutes or
Well,
an hour.
I have inspiration from the recap.
Okay. Whisper, would you roll?
With the bless. Bless is what?
D4.
Okay, so 24.
Okay. Gormrog?
27.
Okay. Clover?
Look at Finnick and see her lagging and say, "Come on, Finnick," and grab her hand and pull her up with me. Also, I rolled a 28
Okay. Whisper, Finnick?
with help.
Because I rolled, my first roll was an 11, and then my inspiration was a 12. So, but Goldie rolled a dirty 20. So.
Okay. So Finnick, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you kind of trip and bang your knee against the stairs. You feel the stone just. You
Crack
feel
you
it
right
just,
in there.
right. It hits a nerve and it just explodes down your leg.
It's like the funny bone of your knee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Zara, what'd you
know.
roll?
It's a 20, right?
Yeah, D20 plus your dexterity saving throw modifier.
30. 10.
Yeah, so you take 1 damage as well
It's
as.
a D4.
Oh yes, plus the D4. Doesn't matter.
I roll a
It's
D4,
higher than
got
it
it.
doesn't matter because no matter, even if you roll a 4, it doesn't help. But
Damn.
all right, so you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as well.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you start making your way upstairs again. Keep running. I need. Is there anything anyone wants to do to try and help you guys get up the stairs faster?
Oh, let me see if I have a spell.
You guys have a long way to go because you know it's at least 750 feet from where you were before. And then
Jeez.
it's even higher past that. So going up these stairs, if they go all the way, it's a long way. So what do you guys want to try and do?
If
Hoping
Clover-
for one of those. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, if Clover and Whisper can hop on Talon, and because I can only cast haste on one thing at a time. I know Goldie has a flying speed of 80 feet, and Talon has a flying speed of also 80 feet.
That's a whisper question.
If I cast haste on Goldie, how many people can he carry?
Goldie can carry like 2 medium and 1 small. So I would say 2 of you plus Clover.
Okay.
Talon's a little smaller than Goldie, so Talon would be hard pressed to carry 2, but it would be good carrying 1 plus Clover.
There's what?
Take the
5
bard.
of us?
I'll run.
Yeah, I'm already doing pretty well. So
Because if Whisper and Clover, or if me, Zeril, and Clover get on, or we can just split it 2 and 2. Like if Gormog wants to run, the 2 smaller ones can get on Talon. Me and Zeril can get on Goldie.
And then you'll cast haste on Gormrock.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Do we have sorry. Can people ride direwolves?
Direwolf's slightly
Um,
smaller than Talon, so it's like,
A one
Just one
person?
person.
yeah, it's like one person, 1.5 if you're considering Clover.
Would it be helpful for me to summon 2 direwolves? They are fast, and they can carry one person each. Fluffer and Nutter.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
You could do that, yeah. I mean, save us from running.
I imagine we're having this conversation while we're running.
While
and I'm
running,
just like,
Yeah.
out of breath.
Run and talk.
I
Run
don't
and
care.
talk.
Just let me know soon.
I'm going to need
Okay.
everyone to go ahead and roll another Constitution saving throw as you are getting ready to the next leg of this kind of run.
We are continuously moving, correct?
Yes. I'm assuming you're continuously
Okay,
moving, which is why I'm saying I need another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I was like, dang, we just stopped and had this conversation.
Plus
Bless.
bless.
So add a D4.
Bless. Okay.
Yeah, 22.
Okay, you're fine.
27.
You're fine.
Nice.
No, wait,
Wow.
no, 26.
You're
Sorry.
still fine. Would you roll,
21.
Clover? Okay.
12.
Okay. 12. You're gassed at this point, Clover. Would you roll Whisper?
13.
You are even further behind at this point. You take 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, my
Well-
goodness. Okay.
I'm gonna summon conjure animals and summon Fluffer and Nutter.
Fluffer and Nutter appear in the hallway. This is a cramped hallway now. There's 4 large animals plus you 5.
Well, they don't have to be in a row.
No, I
They
know.
can
I'm
be
just
on
saying, like,
line.
it is a stuffed hallway at this point. But with that, I'm not going to make you guys roll anymore. You all kind of jump on the different animals and begin to make your way up. And the staircase, it takes a little bit of navigation as you kind of dive out into rooms, find another pathway up. You move your way up, eventually coming back out into Faramfala as you burst through the pathway. You work your way in. You see the dwarves kind of pinned up, like you saw them before, through the stone spires. You work your way through the streets, and as you're running, you see the buildings that have built up on the top of this Titan, this necropolis of Faramfala. You see them all begin to vibrate and begin to crumble around you. They pancaking down upon themselves. They explode out with dust. I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws using the animal stats. So if you're on a direwolf, which I'm assuming is Zarel and Gormrog, go ahead and use the direwolf's dexterity stats.
+2.
So it's a +2.
Yeah.
Clover, who are you on? Which animal?
I don't know. Things were summoned, and I just hopped on whatever.
Whichever one
It
you
was
want, I'll
never
say.
declared.
Yeah, whichever one you want in
What
this
else
moment.
is there?
There's Goldie, there's Talon, there's the 2 direwolves.
I'm on. I guess. Am I on Goldie?
Please
I'm on
don't
Gold.
be on Goldie.
Why?
Because
I
it's a
already-
+0 to Dex.
Okay. Oh, well.
There's a
what about
dire wolf.
Talon's Dex? Okay, direwolf. I don't know. I thought those 2 took up the direwolf.
Well, you could fit on literally any one of those animals and not be an issue because you're so small.
Cool. What's the direwolf thingy?
+2.
+2.
Okay, 19.
Okay.
Nice.
Fuck.
What'd you roll, Gormrog?
Okay.
18.
18. Okay. Whisper.
14.
14. Okay. Zarel.
19.
19. Okay. Finnick.
Oh, no.
Oh. Did you fall like you're in a
Guys.
horror movie?
I twisted my ankle. Goldie twisted her ankle, and we both fell.
Finnick and Whisper. As you all, the 2 wolves leading the charge, essentially, like with the 3 of you on it, just diving and bounding through the city as buildings are crumbling down, the dust sweeping into the city streets like a scene out of an apocalypse movie. The cloud of dust pushing down, encasing the four of you in soot and dust as the ground is rumbling around you. Gormrog, Zarel, and Clover, you make your way out, pushing past the dust. As the ground begins to settle for a moment, you turn around, and there's a few beats that go by. And there's no goalie, there's no Talon.
Going back.
Obviously.
Depends on what happens to me if my animals are still there.
You turn and look. Whisper and Finnick, you both take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Are you still
I'm not
conscious? You're unconscious. Is Goldie conscious?
Goldie's conscious, yeah.
Roll a strength check for Goldie.
Strength?
Yeah.
Something Goldie's actually good at. Thank God. Oh, 22.
Okay. What about you, Whisper?
What are you asking?
Are you conscious?
Yeah, I'm
Is
fine.
Talon conscious?
Yes.
Okay. Few minutes pass
But
by.
do I have to roll a concentration check for the wolves?
Yeah, actually, you would. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
So what's that?
It's a 10. It would have to be a 10 because it's below.
Is it
Spirits.
adding like anything?
Your it's Constitution modifier.
That's a 13.
You're fine. You maintain concentration on the
Are
wolves.
still there.
Yeah. But
Oh, Bless is down.
Bless drops from all of you. And a few moments pass by, and you see almost crawling from the dust, as they are all now caked in it. You see Goldie pulling Finnick along, holding her in its mouth. Is Goldie a male or female?
Female.
Female? Okay. You see Goldie pulling Finnick's now once again unconscious body, kind of laying it out post dust.
I'm oh sorry, Gormrod, go ahead.
No, that was it. Just not again.
And you see
Yeah, I'm gonna rush
Whisper
over.
and Talon also make their way out from the dust.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna rush over to Finnick as soon as I see that she's unconscious and kneel down next to her, and I'm gonna take out my canteen and pour water all over her face and wipe the dust off, and then I'm gonna cast a healing word on her.
Okay.
And that's one sec. I always forget.
I think it's
I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna go over there.
10 healing.
okay.
10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to both of them, and I'm gonna look at Finnick and saying, for somebody who's back in the world of the living, you sure don't act like you want to be here.
Jesus.
I'm gonna give him a
Do I
dirty
take
look.
psychic damage from that?
I will also
Like-
give him a dirty look.
Was that like a
Okay.
vicious mockery? Like, be honest.
It wasn't. It was mostly like a to make levity, and I look and I'm like, oh, maybe they didn't get the joke.
Whisper
Okay,
giggle.
you know what?
Goes and says, oh, but I'm glad you're here.
How is everybody looking, by the way?
With their eyes, Bart.
I look at
Shut the fuck up. Health-wise, how is everyone looking?
I'm at half health.
On a scale of 1 to 100, I'm about an 18.
Third level cure wounds on Gormrog, so 3d8 plus 5.
All right. Well, this isn't over yet. So as you're doing that, the ground
Okay,
is
so that's one action.
the ground vibrates once again. Dexterity saving throws by everyone using their animal because you're all on your animals.
Fuck.
Okay, let's keep moving.
What are the animals? There's
Dex
What-
2, right?
Yeah, just add it to.
Plus 2 on Dex. 18.
You're fine.
14.
12.
Okay.
I
Well,
should have watched my mouth.
Christ.
okay. Whisper, what'd you roll?
8.
Okay, you all take 3 bludgeoning damage as
Um,
you all are the animals all kind of crumple down to the ground in this moment, and you all slip off in your various ways and kind of injure yourself in that moment. Clover, you're fine, just able to kind of maintain your balance on the creature, but the rest of you, including the animals, take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Okay.
I rolled a.
So I have
a
another
one.
action.
What healing did I get though?
You got 3d8 plus 5. Do you want me to roll it?
You
I didn't know
the
if-
one to roll it?
Here, I'll just roll it. 22? 22 points of healing.
Okay. You all begin to rocket off again on your various animals. I will say Clover, I'm sorry, I will say Talon and Goldie kind of lift off into the air to avoid any more of this shaking in this moment. As you're flying through Fallen Falla, things look a little different than when you were last here. The mountains, where they were very low on the horizon looking from the top of this creature, the top of this titan, they seem a little higher. They almost you can see the city. You couldn't see the city before. Not from this high.
Does it feel like the mountains and the city are growing, or does it feel like we are moving into the earth?
It looks like you're
like
moving
the,
down.
Elementals did.
You're moving down. The ground, and as you see it now, the city is destroyed. Fasselheim, the first city, the city that has stood since the age of beginning, is leveled. There is nothing left. The temples that stood there since ages past, the city that has stood as a beacon of civilization since the dawn of time, is gone.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing left.
We do.
In that moment, I'm see the city, and I am like scream like, no, we gotta get to the city.
We need to get to safety.
There are people there that need me.
And how are we going to help them like this? As I like cough up a little bit of blood.
Phoenix,
I don't
right? We're
know.
no good to anyone if we don't get some rest first. We need to go get ourselves back together and then go help.
So what am I supposed to do? Go lay down and nap while everybody's possibly dying or dead?
Fine.
And if we
go
go in
help
there
the
like
one
this,
person
you're going to
you
be dead
can.
too.
Go help the one person you can before you fall to exhaustion.
We need to at least get off this thing first.
Fine.
I will say, as you all begin to run towards the edge of the city, you see the ground rapidly approaching you as you come to this cliff face. Do you guys want to try and jump off? Or do you want to wait to see what happens when the ground comes to meet each other?
No. Jumping.
Okay.
I'm on Goldie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump.
Okay.
I will grab Zeril and pull him onto Goldie as we jump.
Okay. So Zaryl, you,
Yoinked.
Finnick, and Whisper do not need to make checks, but I need Clover and Gonrog to go ahead and make dexterity saving throws as you leap from the edge of the Titan as it is lowering down into the ground.
Okay.
Plus 23.
17 plus 7, whatever that is.
Okay.
24.
So, as you two leap off, Finnick, Whisper, and Zarel, as you're flying above, you see the ground. This Titan finally moves its way down below the line to meet with the Earth. You see, like something being thrown into water, you see the Earth swirl and twist, pulling down like a whirlpool down into the ground. You see the city brought down in with it, a massive swath of the city just disappearing into the earth. As it's pulled down, you see Gormrog and Clover landing on some buildings just off to the side of it, pulling away a bit as even that building is dissolved down into the ground. That's where we're going to take our first break as we're getting ready to dive in.
First
So upset
break.
right now.
Woof.
I am so upset.
Okay, we're about to get into some
Oh.
crazy shit, so we will be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay.
All right, jumping off and see you guys in a minute. And we're back. My camera is still being a little glitchy, so sorry, everyone. All right. So, as you all are flying, the two of you, or three of you rather, are flying above the space, and you see the dire wolves landing safely on on two of the buildings. You see, watching the ground swirls and twists itself, bringing rubble and earth down into it, leaving this massive sinkhole down into the center of the city. What are you guys doing?
Hydrate.
Hydrating. Good call.
Hydrate. I just got some.
I just want to verify that Clover and Gormrog are okay, and that we need to make a plan to get out of here.
You see them safely on a rooftop, but
What else do I see, Joe?
the rest of the city, as I've said, is a good portion of the center, specifically the crossroads, is pulled down into this sinkhole in the center of the city.
So there is city left. It's just the majority of it is down in the middle.
So a lot of the outer edges of the city are still standing,
Right.
but in the entirety of the center of the city, pretty much every large temple in the city is leveled. You guys don't see the turtle anywhere, which you assume that as well has melted into the earth and disappeared along with its master. Finnick, you do see. Roll a perception check for me.
Guidance on myself. That is ass. For a total of 5.
You don't see the airship anywhere.
With guidance.
You don't see the airship anywhere. I mean, granted, there's a lot in the air still. There are several wyverns still up in the air, so the skies are pretty clouded, especially with rubble and debris that's kind of getting pushed up. So you can't see it anywhere. Though you do see your ancestral keep, which is technically outside of the city walls, still standing in the distance.
Is the Sun God Church still up?
It's gone. Pelor's temple is leveled. There isn't also Pelor's temple isn't one of the major 5 in the city, but the smaller temple that you have been attending is gone.
Oh, I'm upset about it.
I guess I'll look at the group. I'm like, my parents' place is still up. If we wanted to try and get out there for the time being.
Do I see is the Church of what's his name? Golden Dragon.
The Platinum Dragon's
Platinum
temple.
Dragon?
Yes, I believe that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
The Platinum Dragon's temple. You see it has been heavily damaged. There is the whole entire right hand portion of it is just sheared off and crumbled into the ground. You see this massive fissure that kind of crosses through the center of it. That is just wide open, almost as if the temple was split in 2 by a massive earthquake.
Oh.
I need to go there immediately.
What's up, Whisper?
Who isn't flying right now?
Gormrog and Clover.
Gormrog and Clover are still separated from y'all on top of some tower.
Well, I was trying to regroup all of us so we could plan.
I didn't. That wasn't clear to me. Okay, I was waiting for you. I was waiting for it to get to us.
I guess Zeryl would also see that Finnick has the symbol of Bahamut on her armor as well.
Oh, I would. I yell up to you. We need to go to the church. We need to go to the church, and we need to go see the high priest. See if we can find the high priest or the head priest, like immediately.
I don't know if they're still gonna be alive. We should go someplace that we know is outside of the city and is safe.
I have to go there, and I have to go there now. All the leaders of the churches are gonna want to get together to see who they can help, and I have to be there. I have to find her.
Find her.
I do.
That's not important. I just need to get there now, or we're wasting time.
Okay,
You
but
can
if
go
we know
ahead.
who we're looking for, we can help.
Can't you just help me the way I want you to help me? It's complicated, and I don't have time to sit down and explain it to you.
Would
I
this
just
be a
don't want any
contested
more of us. What'd you say?
Wait, you're
We
muffled.
can't hear you. You're like cutting in and out.
I said, would this be a contested check?
What is a contested check?
Like,
I mean, I'm asking the DM.
I mean,
No.
Mhm.
that's up to you guys. Do you want it to be a contested check?
I don't see why we would need to. It's just basically like I'm just trying to be like the city is in ruins. We can check when it's safe. But for now we need to get ourselves to safety.
So, Gormrog, Whisper, and Clover, what's your character's opinions? Where do you feel like you should go in this moment? You have two
We need
options.
to rest up, and we can't do anything to help anyone else until we help ourselves. And if you feel so much like you need to do this right now, then by all means go do it. But I'm not going to let my friends risk their lives because you can't wait 3 hours.
Oh,
So-
right, like how I risked my life for your friend.
You were
Hold on.
there anyway.
Oh, great. So it's a relationship of convenience. Got it.
We don't have a relationship yet. We just met. But what was the point of you bringing my friend back to life if you're willing to just kill her? If we go into
kill-
the city right now that's currently being destroyed, she could die again. I won't let that happen.
Wow.
So by
like,
all means, do what you need to do, but I'm gonna get my friend to safety.
wow. Okay.
How about this? You guys are hurt.
Walk
I have
away.
potions. I have potions. You guys need potions? I helped
No,
you.
I
I
have
helped you,
potions too.
and I expect some help back.
I don't
I
do
helped you
things
guys.
just because I expect people to do them back for me. I do things out of the goodness of my heart, and my heart tells me right now that I need to get my friend to safety. She's gonna
Well-
die again. Look at her. She's barely hanging on.
Cyril, I promise you we can go. Just give us like 2 hours to rest in a place that we know is safe. That's all I'm asking.
Fine.
I'm willing to help.
Fine.
You're the only one I trust here anyway. So, fine. For you.
No, guys, please.
And then I walk. Oh, are we on the ground? Are we floating? Are we having this conversation while I'm floating in the
You're like right behind me, and I'm like turned back arguing with you. Like,
dangling off? I'm like,
I'm gonna reach for. I guess would Clover do better on Talon or Goldie right now, or
Oh.
Whisper? You have something.
Yeah, what's up, Whisper?
Yeah, so while all that arguing was happening, Whisper gets off Talon and changes into a giant eagle again, and then pushes Talon towards the two people who are walking, so now everyone can fly.
Okay.
doing something actually productive.
Okay.
I love you.
So
Yeah.
you all load up onto the mounts and begin to make your way eastward towards Cece's ancestral home. Finnick, go ahead and, for everyone, describe what your ancestral home looks like in this
Jesus.
moment, as it is now, it has been sieged, and go ahead and just, how does it look like as you all move on to your new semi-permanent base?
It's very cathedral-like, but I guess before it was like sieged and destroyed, it had like little hints of Gothic architecture in it that doesn't sit right within the cathedral itself. Like, if you looked at it, you're like, that feels off, and for a valid reason. But now that there is a completely entire wall busted out of the back main like chapel area. There's like still like concrete and bricks splayed out, and multiple like charred bits along the outside wall. And at the top, there's sort of like towards the top of it, you can see where there is everybody's keeps, like everybody's room. You see one busted out window that has char marks alongside it. And what once was like a beautiful lush garden is now completely destroyed, with mix of fire and just chunks of dirt splayed out everywhere. Like, you can tell this place was attacked.
You also see chunks of Pelor iconography, the sun god Pelor iconography that has been long ignored in this moment as you approach. For the most part, the castle is, the keep rather, is unoccupied, and since your attack, ignored. But you all land in the courtyard with walls partially destroyed behind you. The large hole leading to the central room wide open for all of you to see. What are you guys doing?
We gotta find a place to just recuperate.
I will lead you guys upstairs to the various bedrooms.
Okay. So,
but before I take my short rest, I would like to make my way down to the chapel.
easy enough.
Just gonna sit in like, there's like a pew that's like half destroyed, but I still sit on like the end of it, sort of looking out. I guess, are my parents' bodies still there?
I
Slightly
mean,
decayed.
more than likely, yeah, at this point. I mean, it's pretty cold up here, so they're not bloated yet, I'll say, but
Ew.
Oh no.
That's real. Can I say, what happened here? This doesn't look like damage from a giant Titan monster thing. This looks like you guys have some ops.
It was a giant fight between a star spawn something, a giant monstrous creature that was absolutely disgusting. And it was here because they corrupted the people that stayed here.
Ah, no wonder this place seems kind of off. Huh. And you're from here?
Yep.
Huh. Okay, well, seems like you need a little bit of space. Let me go find a room to go be upset
You
at.
go upstairs, the second room on the left.
If you need to talk, I'm here.
Thanks.
I'm gonna walk away. Oh, can I toss a healing potion? I did promise that.
Please and thank you.
Let's can I toss and say, here, you look like crap.
sure.
Thanks.
I know. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
But not to take up too much time, but I'm sitting there and I'm sort of speaking just out loud in the direction of my parents. And sorry about the city. It's not your fault. I just wish you guys got the chance to see what we're actually doing. And maybe I could change your mind.
Roll a religion check for me.
That's a slutty 20.
So, as you sit there for a moment, reaching out in this space, you swear you hear the faint rattling of chains and a whisper echoing behind you, though too far away for you to make out the words. You just hear the airy breath of someone whispering in your ear, just inaudible enough for you to grasp the words. And with that, you all get your short rest in, so go ahead and roll up your hit dice, take your short rest, get back any abilities that you get for your short rest.
That was such shit. I'm not doing this on D&D Beyond. Fuck you.
Ah, that's so loud.
What's loud?
Am I clicking
The dice rolling.
But,
I think it was good.
Hold on.
okay. Holding.
Bro, I'm rolling a lot of hit dice, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, got my things back.
Make sure you take the short rest so you get your abilities back that are short restable.
Okay.
While everyone is still rolling, can I have a moment?
Yeah, absolutely. What would you like to do?
Is there a part of this, a guest room in this building that has a view of the path towards Shamal Bay?
Oh, guaranteed.
Yeah, Shamal Bay is by no means visible from this point, but if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
looking for
but the
anything
path.
south facing, yes, you can.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take one of those rooms. I get in as soon as we get to that home. Clover, in just angst, I suppose, is going to rush right up the steps. She's not even going to wait and listen for Finnick to explain where everything is, and she's going to find the bedroom that she wants. She's going to walk inside and slam the door behind her, unload everything onto the floor, go open the window, and then sit on the windowsill and just kind of gaze out towards Shamal Bay. Well, you know, the path. And she's going to pull the first letter that Tristan gave to her out of her pocket. She's just gonna sit there and read it, and a little teardrop falls from her eye onto the note, spreading the ink around a little bit. And she's just gonna have that moment there until she falls asleep. As she's gonna fall asleep backwards into the room, not out the window.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying.
I know you're like, wait, what?
All right.
If we're getting moments,
Yeah,
can I take one?
100%. We're gonna get moments. Everyone can take their moment. Give me 2 seconds. Clover, as you drift off to sleep, you see you awaken inside of a forest. You see these rabbit-like people around you. If you were to look into a mirror, that you'd swear that these people look like you. You've never seen people like this before. They don't look identical to you. They're definitely different. That one has a little bit of a reddish hue to their ears. That one's missing a chunk on the top of his right ear. And as you feel the percussive bounce, almost like when you're hopping, but it's not you hopping. It's someone else. Like you feel pressure on your body. Like you're bound in some way. So you just are looking up and you see a face above you. It's white. This orange bit of streaks kind of running through their face. And they kind of look down at you for a moment. And there's something feels very familiar about all this. So you bounce. And you see this flash of blue. You hear the faint tweeting of some bird before you waken from this, whatever this was, this dream, this vision, this daydream. But you're back in the room. And you see... Why is Whisper's blue feather in your room? But it's sitting there on the windowsill in front of you.
I'm gonna pick up the feather and look at it and stick my head out the window and look in both directions. And then as I go back inside, I'm gonna pull the windows shut behind me.
Okay. Gormrog, what would you like to do during your short rest?
Strangle a bird. I'm going to look for Whisper.
Okay. Where's Whisper in this moment?
Whisper went off to. Did Finnick show us rooms or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Whisper went off to her own room, but she was in a bird form for a second, so she's still healed a little bit in the bird form, and then is taking a short rest by herself.
Okay.
I'll knock on the door. Whisper, you awake?
No answer.
Alright. Well. I guess I'll leave her a note. And I'll sit outside the room. And I'll write a note to Whisper that says, "Thank you for being the hero I needed you to be today. You saved yourself. You saved us. You saved Finnick. I'm proud of you, and I'm grateful for you. And I'm in your debt and then I'll sign it and slip it under the door. I guess everyone's sleeping, but
I'm not.
Right,
I feel. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna write another note while I'm sitting there, and it's gonna be addressed to Clover, and it's gonna say similarly that both Finnick and I would not have made it out of there without you. Thank you for saving us. I owe you for saving us, and if there's something I can do, if there's more I can be, please let me know. And I'll slide that under your door too. And then I'll find an empty room.
Okay. Zara, there was something you would like to do?
I'm in this room that because this place feels off to me, and I don't know the whole story, and I don't really care, but it's also like, is this bothering me? Can I? I'm in the room. Can I? Or from when I left Finnick to when I'm in the room and I kind of looked around and stuff, is there anything that I would like kind of pick up on or know? Can I use like religion on that, or would I use perception?
What kind of information are you looking for in this moment?
I'm looking for it because I saw the thing about Palor
Mhm.
on, so I'm looking for any. I'm looking for a specific person, and I just want to know that this is like a pretty big keep, so they look like they're important, and they would maybe have documents or, you know.
So I'll say this without you having to roll. You're aware that this keep was home to the Dawn Riders, a group of Palor worshippers that acted more in the military sense. They went out and tried to kind of like Crusaders under Palor. Over the last several years, they began to work very closely with an organization that popped up called the Inquisition, which became very they became very intent on enforcing doctrine.
Oh, like, okay. Gotcha.
And then a couple days ago, there was a massive battle in which several big religious leaders, Cord, the leader of the help me out.
Horde is the name of the god.
Yes.
Ever find your Earthbreaker Groom?
Earthbreaker Grun, yes. Earthbreaker Grun, the leader of the Temple of Cord, started to attack Inquisition locations, and there was this big battle a couple days ago. Information still kind of coming out about it, but it seems something to do with the Inquisition, and there was an attack on this keep at the same time by the Platinum Guard, which is a military branch of the Platinum Dragon's Temple, though their keep is far to the north. It's called the Frostfang Citadel. The Platinum Dragon's Rest, which is the name of the temple in Vasselheim, doesn't necessarily recognize them as one and the same, but they both worship the same god, so they usually get lumped together They usually get lumped together. Those are specific Wyvern Riders, which is you notice that Finnick wears the armor of the Wyvern Riders now.
Right.
And there was a ton of wyverns in the air during this elemental attack, so something's going on there. You're not privy to all that information.
Right.
But this keep claimed to be part of Palor and then was attacked a couple days ago by Platinum Guard people. You're not quite sure what all that is.
Right. Okay. All right. For sure.
You know what's funny? It's only been a week
Right.
since that battle.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, I'm trying to. It's very important to me that I find the head priest of either Palor or hopefully that's the person I'm looking for. So they can direct me to a person that I'm looking for. That's very important.
So the leader of there is no like the Temple of Palor is pretty small in Vasselheim, but the leader of the Platinum Dragon's Rest is Silver Touched High Bearer of this High Bearer Vord is the name of the leader of the Platinum Temple.
Because he would know where the clerics and the nuns are at.
Right.
More specifically,
he is literally the head honcho of everyone for the Platinum Dragon in Vasselheim.
I need to go see him then. I need to see him because he would point me in the right direction.
Yep.
Okay. My character doesn't know this, correct? But does realize that they are from this. They're
you would know who the High Bearer Vord is.
Right. And so I'm starting to make the connection that at least Finnick knows these people, and I can get in touch with them. Okay, got you. Perfect. That's what I was trying to piece together.
Yeah, there is definitely a connection between Finnick and the High Bearer.
Wonderful. Because I gotta hit both of them places.
Okay. All right. Anything anyone else would like to do before we finish up this short rest? Okay. So the hour passes by. You all kind of begin to reconvene wherever you feel like is appropriate for the space. And the scene is yours. What do you guys want to do?
Gormrod, I got your note. Can we talk?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull Gormrod into some privacy.
Okay.
I'm gonna come downstairs and see kind of them talking, and they're walking off, and I'm like, walk by. I'm gonna walk by Clover, and it's like, "What's up, Flopsy?" And I'm gonna keep walking, and I'm gonna look at Finnick, and I'm like, "Hey."
Oh, Finnick's not there.
Where's Finnick at? Or no, I'm gonna ask her where Finnick's at. Hey, Flopsy, where's the Night of the Living Dead?
Whoa, whoa.
God.
Wow.
No, you did not just come into the home of somebody and then insult them like that.
You mean I was invited into the home of somebody that I helped save? So, like I said before, where's the flying woman? I need to ask her about all these wyverns and this guy. I have to get
Go find
somewhere.
her yourself.
You guys promised that you would help me after your
I
short
didn't promise you shit.
Well, I'll go find her myself because clearly helping people doesn't mean anything anymore.
All right. While Zero goes off to find them, Clover and Gormrod, what would you guys like to do?
Well, now Clover's just gonna go cry because no one's ever called her Flopsy before. So she's gonna run back into her room and slam the door behind her and cry.
You shoot Zerel a dirty look and just... He's a child, man. What did he... Fuck.
She's a child.
And now I'm just gonna go after Clover and just knock on the door and just... Clover. At least let me in.
I'm gonna turn the knob and not say anything.
He was wrong to call you that. I don't know what stick is up his butt, but it's at least the size of a quarterstaff.
Really that floppy?
No. No, you're not.
Anyway, I was sitting here and I was looking out the window and I don't think we should have left Tristan. I think we should go back for him.
Um, that is a thought. Where would we find him though? Because we lost him in Shamal Bay, but
Yeah, why did
do
we
we
leave
know?
Shamal Bay? Why did we leave without him?
We had to come back for this to stop Semayor, and I don't like it either. He's my brother. And he's gone. And I've been worried about him.
And what if he needs our help?
Honestly, he probably does. And I'm scared. He won't accept our help. If he would have, he wouldn't have walked off like that. Thing about Tristan is that he's so stuck on trying to help everybody else that he does it to his own detriment, and he won't listen to reason.
I feel like something happened and we missed it.
Probably. I miss him too.
But if we leave here, how is he going to know where to find us?
That is a great question. I guess we could leave him notes. Sending spells.
Solheim is destroyed. Where are we going to leave him a note?
Here.
I respect Tristan, but do you think he's smart enough to know to come here?
Well, if not here, then he'd go back to Western. He'd go to Marie Lynn. He'd go to Miss Rosalind.
So we need to leave a message with Marie Lynn and Rosalind.
He'd go to our new home in Western. If any of it's still standing after Semayor and What's-His-Face attacked.
We need to contact Marie Lynn.
Yeah. I agree.
Like this guy in our house.
He's got an attitude. It's off-putting. It's either something we're gonna have to work through or push through. I hope it's gonna be worked through.
Okay,
But,
I just wanted to talk to you about Tristan. I feel like we haven't even had a chance to think about it. But now that I've thought about it, it feels like we're missing something. And we need to call Marie Lynn and make sure that she's okay, and we need to leave him a note.
I think that is a solid plan.
Okay.
Let's go see if we can find the others.
And before Clover leaves the room, she makes sure that her ears are like really, really tucked into her hair, like you can't see them at all.
Okay.
She looks like pretty good.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do before we dive back in?
Can I talk to well, would my conversation with her be a part of what we're gonna do next?
That's up to you. That's up to you. Do you want to have a private conversation or do you want it to be part of the group?
It doesn't matter. I can be part of the group.
All right.
Yeah.
So as everyone kind of
well, if we had this conversation while they were having theirs too, that's an option.
It's up to you guys.
I mean, I'm gonna need all your. I went to go look, so I don't really care.
All right. So you make sure everyone kind of gathers back up.
Okay.
Okay. So everyone kind of gathers back up together, gathering down in the central chamber, in the kitchen. Okay. gather up in the kitchen, the common place for the Fists of Fate, as everyone here loves food in every sense of the word. The scene is yours, everyone. What do you guys want to do?
Can I ask a question before we are all together?
Sure.
Could I go looking through the house or something?
Sure. You want to text me what you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. What's up, Finnick?
I guess before we all met up, because during the short rest, Finnick was just zoned out in the temple. That's the entire most of her short rest. But then if she would have tried looking for any spell scrolls that would have been in the chapel, or that she had copied down back in her old room, just trying to find stuff as sort of like a last resort sort of situation. Like if I'm tapped out, I need something.
Roll a d10 for me. Roll a d20 for me, Whisper.
Okay.
Add your investigation modifier.
That's a 7.
7 for Finnick. So you find 7 scrolls. I'll send you that list later as to what those scrolls are. Would you roll, Whisper?
9.
Nope. Hey, nothing of value. Nothing of that value here.
Dang.
Okay, so you're all gathered in the kitchen. What are you guys talking about?
Scrounging together what stuff is in the kitchen. I'll start prepping food.
It's been about a week since anyone's been here, so there's some vegetables that are kind of a little squishy, getting to that point of not being good anymore. Meat. There's some dried stuff that is probably okay.
Yeah,
but that's
I
about
wouldn't
it.
Use the stuff that's questionable.
Are there potatoes, onions, and flour?
Plenty of onions, potatoes, and flour.
I'm gonna show you a new recipe, Gormrog.
Let's do it. What you got, kid?
I'm going to show Gormrog how to make forgive me if I pronounce this wrong. I'm gonna teach Gormrog how to make potato croquettes, I think they're called, where you like smash the potatoes and with like some diced onions and pad them in flour and then deep fry them, and they're really delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, no, they're actually pretty fire.
Okay. What is the conversations that are going to take place while Clover and Gormrog are preparing snackies?
I'm gonna look over at Finnick. I need to ask you something, Finnick. I'm sorry for your loss, by the way.
They were
I know things are
shit
rough.
people.
Yeah, but it is really still suck when you lose people. Speaking of losing people, I need to, and I don't expect some of you to help me as I cast a side eye over to Rog and Clover cooking, and that's fine. It's easy to be in a place where you're okay when all of your people are right next to you, but for you, Finnick.
They're not, though.
For you, Finnick, I saw that little. You're a rider of Wyvern. Do you know the leader of the Wyvern Riders? I've been gone for a while. I forget his name. What is his name, man?
The leader of the Wyvern Riders is Citron, Lord Commander Citron. There is the High Bearer Vord, which runs the Platinum Dragon's Temple. They're 2 different people.
Okay. I'm trying to get in touch with that guy.
The High Bearer Vord.
Forward?
The High Bearer of Orrin.
Vord, V-O-R-D.
Ford. Hi, Baron Ford. Do you know who he is? Do you know how to get to him? Do you know anybody who would know how to I know that the Wyvern Riders kind of know each other. Do you have any information?
I know him and I know how to contact him. But
That's wonderful. I really need to get in contact with him like immediately right now.
okay, I don't have the means to do that right now. I would have to talk to somebody else who would be able to.
Okay,
That's the
so who's
issue.
this person?
Anybody who knows the sending spell, like,
Raise
I
your
used
hand
to
if
be
you
able
know
to
this.
do it and now I can't. So
You can't.
I
You know what?
went through some changes recently, and
Okay. Okay.
it's a long
Does
story.
anybody?
I had abilities I could do, but ever since I took my oath, it's sort of like, I don't know, cleansed me in a sense. And now what I used to do, I can't, but now I can do better things.
But not the things that you need.
Okay.
I didn't know that's what would happen. Okay. I can find somebody who knows the sending spell. We just have to find
Wait, longer?
people.
Right. Find people, which we all seem to be doing, but nobody seems to be doing anything about it. Does anybody know
What
how
are we
to do a
supposed to
sending
do?
spell?
The
I
city
don't know.
is destroyed.
Something. There's got to be somebody there. The person that I know is not dead. I know that person is out there, and they are probably helping all the people who haven't died. We got through it, so there must be some other people that have had to survive. People on the outskirts, people who live not in the middle of the city. If
Right.
something
So
like
we
this
can check the
happens,
outskirts.
if something like this happens, I know that the leaders of most of the temples will want to get together and to help everybody. So we need to go
Right.
where that's at. So I know the Wyvern Riders can see something. I need help. I just need some help. Okay.
I understand that you need help, but we don't know where they are, first off. We need to figure out where they are. Secondly, taking care of ourselves. I understand we have people. I understand that you have people that are important to you that are within the city. But if we cannot take care of ourselves, then we will die before we get to them. So if we can think critically about this, of where do you think they would be within the city? Because clearly the center of the city is destroyed. The Platinum Dragon's rest is probably gonna fall within the next, I don't know, any second now.
Well, like the Platinum Dragons wrecked, am I right?
Real funny.
I thought it was funny.
Over nudges. Rogan says, "Good one."
But it's just that thing. It's like, unless we have an idea of where they are, we'll be spending hours looking around the city. DM.
Yeah.
Can I think of any, not like bomb shelters, but like basically that, but for like Vasselheim? Like,
I was gonna think of the same thing, like
the
grouping places.
The big places would be the 5 big temples.
Yeah.
Right.
So
people would still try to make their way to the last standing one at least, or partially standing one.
Yeah, maybe. You're muted.
Cobra starts like mashing more potatoes to make enough for everybody.
To that point, I'm gonna start putting food on the table. Salted meats in front of Whisper, and the potato, onion, croquettes in front of everybody else, including Zarel. And I'm gonna hesitate as I put the plate down.
I'm gonna look at him and go.
And then
really?
I'm gonna put it down. And I'm like, you seem hungry.
As you say that, you hear there's loud rapping against the door to the keep.
I immediately stand up and I will make my way towards the door.
I look at Finnick and go, expecting guests.
Not exactly. Who knows? Maybe it's just who you're looking for. Anyways, I turn and walk towards the door.
Okay.
And I look through the peephole.
As you look through the peephole, there is hundreds of people in front of it. It seems like the people who have survived Vasselheim are making their way to the only standing structure that they can see.
I sort of turn back towards Gormrog and Clover. I think we're gonna need some more food.
I just start mashing away.
Like,
DM, during my short rest, would you have allowed me to... Oh wait, no, I don't know that spell yet. Actually, would you allow me to switch one of my prepared spells during my short rest? Or no?
I mean, technically, you're not allowed. That's not how it works.
Technically.
But if you want to rule cool it, I'm fine with that. As long as the spell you're
I
getting
just want
rid
to
of,
prepare the spell Purify Food and Drink.
as long as you switch it out for a spell you haven't used at
Yeah.
all today, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's salted.
Potato croquettes are
No,
bomb.
I meant for like the food that like is questionable. I can purify it, and I will slowly open the door. Take out a notepad and just start taking count of people who's here. Like, I understand there's a lot of them.
The first person at the door, who is literally with one arm carrying a cart full of people, you see Earthbreaker Grun. He is completely missing his left arm at the shoulder at this point.
What a badass.
But he is carrying a cart with several bodies in it and knocking on your door.
Live bodies or dead bodies?
They are alive, though these are the people who can no longer walk based off their injuries.
Okay.
I feel like it's maybe this is the only place that we were able to go to, so
Good to see you again. Glad you're still alive.
Stormbreaker is the Wyvern Rider leader, correct?
no, this is the person who runs the highest clergy member of the Church of Cord,
Stormlord.
the Stormlord,
Yeah.
a different
Okay,
god from
I will-
Bahamut.
I will welcome him in, and then I'm also going to start taking everybody's like names and writing them in my journal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a ton of healing left, but like, if there's anybody who's like obviously in like death save territory, I have Spare the Dying,
Mm-hmm.
or I have like 15 points of lay on hands left.
You were able to
Like-
save 15 different people in that moment, and bring them back to consciousness, but it's I mean, you could spend hours at this point just spare the dying on people to stabilize them enough to.
That's the thing, I would probably do it.
So what is the rest of you going to do then, as this wave of refugees essentially begin to make their way into the keep?
Can Clover and I make medicine checks through our food that we are preparing?
Ooh, mix in the healing potion with the food.
If you want to burn some healing potions for that, I would say yeah, but I mean, your food in and of itself is not going to be able to stop anyone from dying.
I mean,
Did you see an Encanto?
It may heal the soul, but it's not going to heal the body.
Worth a shot.
stop them from starving.
Yes, which is fine. Like, but the real injuries we're talking about in this moment are the bodily injuries, not the. No one is starving to death from the last 24 hours.
Missing limbs is not going to be fixed by
No,
croquettes.
no.
I am filling every vessel I can find with water and just rushing those out, like tray after tray after tray of water for everyone, and just making food as fast as possible. Now that
Mhm.
Finnick has purified all of those rotten veggies, I'm going to chop those as well. So we've just got an array of all sorts of things to prep and put out for people.
Okay. So you're able to kind of get things set up. It takes about an hour or two, but you're able to get things set up where there are other people coming into the kitchen, other refugees that are well-bodied enough to begin to kind of take over some of the responsibilities. So you don't need to spend your entire day doing this, but the keep is being filled with refugees as they're moving their way in. So if you guys wanted to do something else, you could, or you could just spend the day kind of moving your way amongst the people and helping as best you can. You can make your way into the city. It's up to you guys.
I think, well, to be fair, Whisper and Gormrog are the cooks of the group, so I don't want to step on anyone's toes if they want to do that. But unless someone else wants me to step aside, I'm probably just going to stay in the kitchen and help do that the entire time. I don't really know how to heal people in big quantities, but I did come from a big family, so I do know how to cook for people in big quantities.
Okay.
Once we get people set up, and other people start coming into the kitchen to help, I will let Clover lead that particular charge. And I'm going to find Earthbreaker Groon, and see if I can assist in any way. Like if there's something that he needs that I haven't thought of that I can help with, I will.
I need to ask. Can I ask around about any of specifically the leaders, the high priest and the head priest of the Church of Baphomet, and then I'm looking for a specific cleric nun. There would only be one cleric nun.
All right, go ahead and text me who that person is. While you do that,
Okay.
Gormrog, as you kind of approach Cord, jeez Louise, I keep messing this up. As you approach Groon, we've it's not good. We tried to bring them as many as we can into our temples when this whole thing started. Though all of our defense forces moved out to stop her. This person, whoever she was. Speaking of which, where is she?
Dead.
I guess not early
We
enough.
killed her, but in the process, the Titan was revived.
I could tell.
We couldn't stop it. The only thing we could do was get out as quickly as possible. It took a huge portion of the city with it.
Noticed.
It took gloves, these massive gloves that when Semayor punched them together, made her bigger. They flew off of her and went into the heart of this thing, along with the giant sword she had. And Finnick too. She had gone down, and part of her got sucked into it, but we brought it back.
Well, I'm glad of that. At least some of you, at least you all were able to make your way out. Vord's gone. The High Hierophant's gone.
Fuck.
One of the sisters is gone.
One. Alright. I know they were a package deal, but any survivors is more than I was honestly expecting. What about Pike? Is Pike still around?
We haven't seen her. She's still missing. But the crypt below the Platinum Dragon's Reach is been ruptured. Things have escaped from it.
Oh, good.
What? We don't know. Ward was the only one who knew every detail of what lie beneath, but
Can I be listening into this conversation?
absolutely. You can be wherever you want at this moment.
Yeah. I at him saying that, Whisper's gonna chime in and be like, "We warned you."
I mean, that was Ford's territory. That was
Well, we
his.
warned all of you.
We did our best. Just like you did you not?
But people started preparing for everything when we first were trying to warn everyone instead of being blown off. Maybe this wouldn't have happened.
Well, hindsight is 2020, is it not?
Whisper's right, though. You were one of the few who actually listened to us, but even then, we couldn't convince enough people, and what we warned about came to pass. I hope you'll take our advice with a little more weight in the future. You being the royal you, not you specifically.
Well, we'll do best we can from this point. This is uncharted territory.
We need to make sure these people can live. Can you lead that particular charge?
I will do whatever I can and he just holds up his right hand and just goes to hold up his left, but it's just the stump cut off at the bicep, and just I'll do the best I can.
Excuse me.
After Fennec has done what she can at the front gate, she would have started going upstairs and getting any extra blankets, any extra clothing that people may need. She has gone into full, like,
Mama mode.
mama mode. And like sort of like Fennec does have like a small flashback of like anytime they would come back, that's what her mom would do.
Yeah.
Would just help tend to people.
Roll a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
At advantage.
Yeah.
Uh, 17.
Okay. You feel your heartbeat begin to race as that little bit of a flashback begins to come to you. And you freeze for a moment on the stairs, your arms full of blankets. As you see the faintest flash of your mother kind of running down the stairs in a oddly matronly way, which you were never privy to, but you always seen other people get from her. And then as you see that faint vision of a ghost pass by you, you resolve yourself in the moment and follow through. You bring the blankets downstairs, begin distributing them amongst the refugees. And everyone spends the next few hours going through, trying to find people. Zarl, you do your best to try and find someone from the Platinum Dragon's temple here. You don't find anyone from the Platinum Guard, the Wyvern Riders specifically. They're, as you already know, they're keep is located far to the north. So any of the survivors of that would have gone back there to recover. And
Right.
any people from the Platinum Dragon's Rest, which is the temple of Vasselheim, there doesn't seem to be many survivors from that moment.
Everybody pretty much is here, correct?
I mean, either here or stuck in the city.
We're stuck in the city.
But we're gonna jump to another break real quick because I've got to use the bathroom. Sorry, guys.
Bio break.
I'm old. We'll be right back. Love you, geeks. And we're back. Okay. So, picking up where we last left off, as you all have kind of gotten the refugees kind of set up inside of the keep, you all have gone through, tried to find the connections you can. Zarolf coming up pretty short on all the things that you're looking for, any survivors from the Platinum Dragon's Rest. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna walk outside, so everybody's kind of inside and like around there. I'm kind of like walk a little ways away to find like a little gate or stone, something to sit on, because I've been around people all day and I'm feeling pretty lost at the moment. And my little deity is not talking to me or giving me any signs right now, and it seems like nobody really cares, and it's like all too familiar kind of feeling, and it's like, well, what did you expect? This is what happens when you go out on a limb for people. People only care about themselves, and this is why you had to come back to do this thing, but now you kind of can't because there is no city. So I'm Zero's feeling really like everywhere, like sad and scared, and like also this like sense of like I have to finish this mission, like if it's the last thing I do, and also like what do I do, like I don't know how. It seems like I'm not going to be able to get any actual help, and I'm trying to bring all of these different thoughts and like quiet them, and
Yeah.
all this, it's just a lot. It's a lot, feeling overwhelmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whisper's gonna clock that you walk outside and follow you.
Okay.
And so she's gonna walk up to wherever you're sitting and go, a little too much for you in there?
Yeah. It's a little too much everywhere right now.
I feel that. So who are you?
Not super important. I'm a pop star. We'll just say that. I'm a very famous bard. Have you not heard of me? Have you not heard songs?
I don't know music.
Aren't you an elf? Don't you guys like? Isn't that like your thing?
I'm not a very good elf.
Clearly. Okay. Well.
What do you play?
I mean, I just sing mostly. I have some enchanted stuff. I do have like a horn and a little duke. I don't even know how to say that. Tiny dual I'm saying that so wrong.
Dulcimer?
Yes.
Dulcimer?
Yes. My God. Yeah, dulcimer. Thanks
I don't know what
thank
that
you
is,
guys.
but I'm sure it's pretty cool.
It's all right. I'm pretty great though on stage. It's all a front anyway.
What do you mean?
I mean, okay. So, since everybody else hates me and the other angsty one is playing mommy in there, you seem like the only one that actually is asking what's wrong. So,
I'm used to people not asking me what's wrong.
say what?
I'm used to people not asking me what's wrong. So,
Yeah.
it looked like you had something that was wrong, and you looked really stressed out.
Yeah. I mean, you guys seem to be like a family or a group of like care about each other, and it just kind of frustrates me that once everybody kind of has their people together, they don't can just help me to get where I need to go. I have only one person left, and that person might be gone forever, and I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can
And
try.
I have a duty.
I don't really know what any of that's like. I have been alone a lot of my life until I started hanging out with these people. But I know what it's like to feel alone.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry you're feeling that way. Like Finnick said though earlier, I think we are down to help. We just had to make sure we don't instantly die first, because dying's not fun.
Yeah, pretty sure she would know.
Have you died before?
No, I try to stay in the land of the living most times. I've seen a lot of other people go and make that trip, and I'm like, good for them, not for me.
Sometimes people deserve it, I think, but
And I've also sent a lot of people to that big vacation in the sky. So,
I killed an ogre once,
huh?
all by myself.
How'd you manage to do that? Did you
That's where I
ask
got
him?
this club.
Makes sense.
I'm really strong. You just
Did you?
haven't
Oh,
seen
okay.
me yet.
So,
fell.
question: what's the deal with you guys? Like the bunny girl, halfling thing. What? I don't think I've seen anything like her before.
She doesn't eat meat.
Seems about right. And how long has the ogre and the
He's not an ogre.
what is
Ogres are
he?
bad. He's a half orc.
Half orc.
And
Same
he's a good
difference.
fighter.
He's a good fighter. Okay.
Yeah.
And the angel
And a good
girl?
cook. But I'm a better cook.
And you're not cooking for what reason?
Well, because they started cooking first and I was more hungry than I wanted to cook.
Okay. Wow, you're really interesting.
And I also don't like these people. Like, I know they're all hurt, but they deserved this, I think.
What? How do you feel that? The people what?
We came to this city to try to warn people that that thing we just beat, that woman, was coming. And
Crazy face.
nobody took us seriously. And it was really frustrating. And they were all really mean to us. And then nobody prepared except for the guy who's got one arm now. But the city was real big jerks to us. And I didn't even really want to come back to help them. Does that make me a bad person? Sorry, I'm
I would
asking a really big question there.
No. Well, let me tell you something. And please don't tell anybody else. But I'm from here. And it hasn't always been like this, but there are some people in high places that control everything, and people, instead of trusting the actual gods, they trust the people. And people forget that leaders are just that. They're leaders. They
People
are
are
not
flawed.
God. Super flawed. And I think that they've just been kind of led astray. So, unfortunately, man's hubris again led people to die. But also, these people are putting their faith into these leaders, and they're leading them right off a cliff. And I promised that I would stop that, but it doesn't seem like there's anything left for me to stop. So
I think once the dust clears, we'll see what's left. I mean, if anything, people rebuild and we're, what's that word again? Resilient. But yeah, I also think people are pretty dumb sometimes. But you said you're from here, but you haven't been here in a while?
yeah, the whole pop star thing,
Oh yeah, you traveling
music
and
songs.
playing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
instrument.
yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Fun stuff. Like I said, that's just my day job. So
Oh, well, I would love to hear stories of your adventure sometime. Maybe not right now. It doesn't really seem like it fits the vibe, but maybe if you want to, like, I want to help you. Can't speak for the rest of the group, but I'm down to help. So if you are down to accept at least my help, and maybe the rest of them once we ask them, maybe you can tell me a story of the coolest place you ever saw next time we take a break.
Gotcha. I think I would like the help of an elf that knows how to kill orcs. You said, or
Ogres.
ogres? Yeah,
But I could
that
probably kill an orc too. I'm pretty strong.
I am.
My name's Whisper, by the way. I don't know if that ever was told to you.
Yeah, no,
Been an
yeah,
animal and
yeah. You were a giant eagle, and then you were
eagle, yeah.
something else, and then we were, in between getting hit by a giant sword and people falling from the sky. I think I
Oh,
heard
yeah.
somebody scream your name or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything I need to know about your group of friends? I may have been under a lot of stress and maybe ruffled a few feathers.
I did think your joke was funny earlier, but yeah, they were kind of tense right now because we had another party member with us, Tristan, and he just we went to go hang out on a beach and he just decided to leave. He was under some sort of like thing that was making him change, and so it was getting really bad. And nobody really tells me the full story of things, so I don't really know what was happening to him, but he left because he said he left us a note and he said he found somebody who could help deal with what he's dealing with, and so everyone's a little sad about that because we don't know if he's okay. So we started off coming back without him and it was really sad, and then we've just been through a lot nonstop recently. So
Yeah, it's like you guys are kind of used to this.
I don't know about that. I don't think it's possible to get used to this. And this is probably way bigger of an issue than what we've dealt with. Like, we've been dealing with big stuff, but this is big.
I mean, I just came here to stop corrupt leaders from driving the people to
Man,
the
I would have
underworld.
loved to see you. Are you a good fighter?
Better performer, but amazing winner. I like to win.
Okay. Well, I would have loved to see you go after one of the leaders who I think I heard did not make it in this battle. So,
Wait,
but he was a big dick.
wait. Do you know his name?
What's his name? Out of character, Gem forgot.
Vord? You're talking about Vord?
Yeah, is he the big dick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. I need a little bit more clarification than that.
The one who was a complete jerk.
Yes,
Yeah,
Vord
that's
was the
Vord.
jerk.
Okay, yeah. So,
Bored?
his name was Board, yeah.
I don't think I know.
You do. He's the leader of the Platinum Dragons.
Yeah, Vord was the one that
He
you're
was
looking
one
for.
of the guys you were looking for.
Ah, wait, Ford. Oh, Ford.
Uh-huh.
He's gone? He's dead?
Kaputskis.
Thank- That's what I heard Earthbreaker Green say. Which, good riddance, but
That's the person I was looking
oh no. Are you friends?
He was what mentor, teacher.
Oh, I'm sorry for insulting him then.
Oh,
He
no,
was great.
No, he was a dick. Yeah, that's how I know that you met him. That's kind of rubbed off on me. I'm sorry about that, but I'm trying to find someone. He's always been like that, by the way. I'm trying to find someone very, very important to me, and he would know how to get to that place, but he's dead. So
There might be other people, so as I said, I'm down to help. But I do think maybe once you calm down, because I know I can get stressed out around a lot of people too, and especially in high stress situations. But once you calm down, maybe trying to be a little less aggressive with the rest of the party.
aggressive. I mean,
Or they don't really take your sense of humor. It doesn't seem the same way.
oh, I mean, I get. All right, that's fair. I admit that I'm way better on the stage than I am in person. You know, never meet your heroes and all that. Well, I think we should probably get back. See if I can find something else. I don't know, but I would love your help and thanks for the advice. I appreciate you talking with me.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks
and
for the help back inside the Titan.
Oh, quick question. You didn't happen to see anything when we revived a friend there, did you?
Sorry you cut out. Can you repeat that?
You didn't seem to see anything when we were reviving your friend, did you?
See anything like what?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay outside for a little bit longer. Maybe check on my griffin. So I'll meet you back there soon.
Righty, give your griffin an apple for me or whatever they.
He likes meat.
A mouse? I don't know. And so I was gonna walk back inside and try to find Finnick. See if
Okay.
Finnick is take a little breath and give him 2 seconds.
Sure. Whisper, is there anything else you would like to do outside?
No, she's just gonna sit there. Well, she wants to find Talon.
Yep, easy enough.
Okay.
Talon's out and about.
Yeah. Give him some of the salted meat. And then she's just gonna sit by herself for a little bit.
Okay.
She's a little peopled out, so.
Yeah. Talon's a little rough for wear, but, you know, he seems like he appreciates your company when you do make your way over to him. Okay. Finnick and Zara.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk over
Finnick
to.
is
What are you doing, Finnick?
after she's done what she could do with the blankets and the extra clothing, she is sitting at the top of the stairs, leaned up against the wall, just sort of watching. Just keeping an eye over the people.
Zara's gonna walk over to Finnick and go. Vigilant, watch in there. Do you have a moment?
Don't trust me, Clover could see. I feel like Clover could read my thoughts. Just good at keeping an eye out, honestly. But yeah,
I just need to have a quick word with you. If that's okay.
did you want somewhere more private or you're fine?
Private would be better.
I'll lead Zeril down one of the hallways and find a bench.
Cool. So I was just talking to Water? No, not Water.
Whisper?
Whisper, that one. Yeah. Cool girl. Nice club too. Do you know she killed an
ogre?
An ogre. Killed an ogre for that club. Cool beans. Nice girl. She also told me that the guy that I'm looking for is dead. That kind of that sends me back pretty hard.
Yeah.
But I think I owe you guys an apology because I'm under a little bit of a stress and I'm missing someone that's very to me, and I just need to know if they're still here. And we have a lot more in common than I think that you may know. And I have a mission. You have a mission, and we're trying to get those two things done. And I just really need some help.
Yeah, I know we're all under a lot of stress right now. We're missing someone important to us too.
Oh yeah, your friend
Kristen.
with the disease or something.
It's a curse, but yeah.
Ah,
But
yeah.
so who are you trying to? 'Cause I know you said I overheard that Vord is dead, but who else are you looking
Okay.
for? Who are you missing?
So I'm looking for a cleric nun, basically. She's like the only cleric nun here. So she's a follower of Palor, and she should be easy to find, but she would be where all the people are. And I'm worried that because she's not there, injured others. And I need to find her. I need to find this person.
What is her name?
Her name is Lyncia.
Sorry, say that one more time. You are like quiet.
Oh, I think I'm listening.
Better. Hello.
Yes,
Her
much
name
better.
is her name is Lyncia.
Lindsay.
Roll a intelligence check for me.
Oh, you know I'm so good at those. Guidance, by the way.
Sure.
15.
15. Yeah, that name doesn't really sound familiar.
Are you familiar with either the high priest or the head priest of the Church of Baphomet?
Bahamut.
Bahamut?
Bahamut.
Baphomet is something entirely
Yeah,
Baphomet.
different.
Baphomet.
That's what I was gonna say. That's
So
a
different.
That's good.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know how to get in touch with them or know them, or
Again, I know how to get in touch with them, but I have to go through someone else to do it. So, like I said, I'm willing to help. It's just we have very limited resources right now, and taking in hundreds of people doesn't really help either. But
I'm thinking that I might just have to make a trip to the cathedral and just see.
well, just don't go alone. I'm sure that there's still monsters
I mean,
everywhere.
I can take the elf girl. She has a big stick. So
Whisper,
yeah, Whisper, that one.
you're gonna have to learn our names eventually. You know that, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. I got you. Whisper.
Do you need a piece of paper?
I'm not very good with holding things. These pants don't have pockets.
Here,
Just for luck.
I like take out like my pen and I just write all of our names on his hand. Like, there you go.
Perfect.
I just smacked it back.
Wonderful. So second question, what's up with you and the what's his name? The green one?
Gormrog?
The gray one?
You
I
just
don't know
just
who it
look
is.
down. Gormrog.
Like that's Gomarog, yes, that one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grabs the pin
Tom,
and
don't
starts,
look at me like that.
grabs the pin and draws a big stick next to Whisper's name. Draws a little bunny rabbit next to Clover's name with really really big ears. Draws you with like 2 angel wings, and then draws Gomarog with a storm cloud over, like a sad face with a storm cloud. Better, got it. Yeah, so
Stickers of all of these immediately.
so how long has that been going on?
I mean, it's been sort of a slow build-up situation. About a week and a half ago, he said that I owed him a date, and I mean, you saw the kiss yesterday.
Right.
Must be a good
Like
date.
I just sort of like glanced around, making sure like Clover's not like listening, even though she could probably hear me from a mile away.
I'm not listening.
I really like him. He's very kind, and he God, it's hard to think of words because he's he's helped me through a lot,
Wow.
and he's helped all of us through a lot.
Wow. Almost takes your breath away.
Really like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get really bad nightmares, and if we were all sharing a room, he would make sure I was okay. And when my wings didn't look like they do now, he was the first one who saw them, and he didn't judge me for it. He's a deeply caring individual who's worth a lot more than he realizes.
Well, my advice to you is before another Titan,
You cut
you
out.
might want it. Oh, can you hear me? Before that second Titan, second day. Can you not hear me?
You keep cutting in and out.
How about that? Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, line. Before another Titan comes, you might want to get that second date off the.
We still
Why
gotta go on
every
the first
time after
date.
you say Titan, it cuts out?
It just doesn't want me to say Titan.
I heard what you meant, but we still gotta go on our first date. We've been so busy that we haven't had time. I don't know if he has something planned. I'm sure he does. He's a very thoughtful person. But again, we just haven't had time.
Yeah, he looks like he needs a hug. I mean, he seems like a nice guy. Just, you might want to. Don't let him be at death's door.
He's already died twice, and
Wow,
I witnessed one of them.
you guys just really love living on the edge here, don't you?
I would call it punching above our weight class.
Clearly. Okay.
'Cause-
Well.
Also, by the way, quick question.
Yeah.
We brought you back. You didn't happen to see anything, did you? Anything out of the
only thing I
ordinary?
saw was, everybody was crowded around me. I don't know what I saw. I saw Gormrog, saw Clover, saw Whisper in the back, and I saw some light. It was very
Light.
limited.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe it's just from coming back from the dead,
I'm insight checking him so hard.
So, Date, go ahead and roll either a persuasion or a deception check. Don't say which it is, just say the number.
Let me find it. Ah, okay.
What'd you roll, Date?
5.
Okay. What'd you roll, Cece?
A natural 20.
Okay. What?
My mouth shut.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
what is Finnick pulling from Zarel in this moment? Is he lying? Is he not lying?
I mean, I feel like I already know you're fucking lying.
Let's just talk about light. Well, it was great talking with you.
Hold on.
I'm
No,
going.
back up. Did Finnick, can Finnick tell if you're lying or not?
Oh, you asking me or her?
I'm asking you.
Are you lying? Is Zero
Oh.
lying?
Oh, am I? Oh, yeah. No, I rolled for. I rolled for persuasion.
Okay, so you're not lying about it.
I'm not lying,
But
but
you're hiding
Avoiding
something.
the truth.
I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm really, really, really downplaying that.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, look over here. Come on.
Okay. So
That
clearly
way
trying to
they're
just
like, "No, look at-"
clearly trying to not focus on the subject, Finnick.
the old runaround trick.
The ceilings are quite lovely here.
Right. Very that. Very like, oh wow.
Yeah, I've burned them many times. Anyways, what's that bracelet around your wrist?
Sorry, what?
Pew pew. Shots fired.
Bracelet. It's a bracelet. You're very perceptive
Mhm.
and alive.
That's
So, it's important to me. It was given to me by somebody that I care, the one I'm trying to find, that I haven't quite tracked down yet. So, if we could put our efforts towards that, I'd be real grateful.
Yeah, just know that honesty goes a long way, and I will stand up and walk away.
Oh.
And there's a little glint above my head.
Oh goodness.
Okay. Clover, what is Clover doing in this moment?
I guess at this point, some time has passed, so I'm done cooking and helping out in the kitchen, and I'd like to go back into the main room and just, are there any hurt people who Clover would be capable of helping?
I mean, there's plenty of people that are spread out throughout this space that have minor injuries that you, with your bandages and like the gear you kind of keep on you, that you would be able to go ahead and start helping in your small way. Do you have a healing spell or any healing potions?
I just have healing words, so nothing crazy.
If you wanted to spend those slots to do healing word, you could. The most critical people, Finnick is kind of already taken care of with casting. Finnick and a lot of the other clerics that have made their way to the space have cast.
Is there anyone I can help in more of an emotional way?
There's plenty of people. There's plenty of people, children included, that are in this space. There are several children that don't seem like they have anyone around. And they're kind of gathering up in their space together.
Okay.
But
I'm
yeah.
gonna go sit with them. Yeah, I guess Clover's gonna go sit with all of the children and say, I grabbed some extra of these from the kitchen, so if you guys get hungry in the middle of the night, you've got something to eat.
The first one to kind of like make their way over to you is this tiefling girl. She's got this purplish skin, her eyes kind of black with these, like similar to her skin tone, these purple irises. Iris, right? That's right. Her horns kind of curve back behind her head, very similar to Malice in the way that they're shaped, that they kind of curve back and hug her skull before they curve out again.
Completely coincidental.
Right, obviously. She's the first one to kind of make her way over to you, and you see her doing her best to put on a brave face, though you can clearly see the tear marks that have streamed down her face, like displacing the soot. What What kind of things you got here for us? Is these good? Is these even edible? Well, who are you? Who are you to even give us anything like this, huh? What do you got to say, huh?
Hey, you know what's really cool?
What?
I have a spell, and I can make these taste like whatever you want.
You're lying. That ain't no way that's true.
What's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy? Come on, you know it.
Candy.
You know I love it. The little chocolates with the cherries inside, and it's got the juice. Come on, how is that not the best candy ever? Is that not your favorite candy?
I'm gonna take a little piece of this vegetable and I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on it and make it taste like a chocolate-covered cherry.
You're full of baloney.
Try this, and if you don't like it, you can dare me to do something.
You're full of baloney. There ain't no way this is gonna taste like that.
Taste it.
Let me see.
This child grew up with the Reborn tribe, didn't they?
Shut up. Oh my god. Oh my god, it does. How is this even possible? How do you do that?
Do you want? I mean, I can try to show you. I actually wasn't born magic. I studied it in a book.
You kidding me? You can learn it in a book?
You can learn it. You can learn anything in a book, but yeah, I learned this spell from a book.
How old are you? How is this even possible? I don't see this being a real thing. Guys, did you know this little bunny lady came here
Everyone gets a turn. What's everybody's favorite candy?
And you hear
I think I'm gonna spend the next few minutes casting prestidigitation on these vegetables to make them taste like candy.
Okay. There's several children in this space. And they come off, they rattle off these different things. There's like a licorice, someone that asked for licorice. Yes, the kid curses, all right?
Right. I was like, what?
It's a kid growing up in a religious city. Obviously, they curse.
If he didn't curse after what he just went through, like, something's wrong with that kid.
But they come through the gamut of different kind of flavors that some of them asking for some wild berry flavor stuff. They go through the whole thing, and you're able to accommodate them as you do. So a lot of them kind of start to bond with you and kind of start to ask you about your age. Being as young as you look. But no way. And you learned all this?
Yeah, just from reading. You can learn anything you want from a book.
There ain't no way you learned all this from a book. Come on, you know what your parents said. Did you know the things they try to teach you in those books? Nah, that ain't a real thing. You're trying to fool us. Are you working for our parents?
Watch this. And then I'm just gonna use the same spell, you know. Like I said, I wasn't born with this, so I don't know a lot, but I'm gonna cast prestidigitation again, but this time I'm gonna set off like miniature fireworks shows around me.
And they all lose it. They're just fucking going bananas in this moment as you begin to set off fireworks. And you see a couple of the older people in the space begin to watch and just watching you interact with these children. And while it doesn't seem like there's any parents that are approaching you dealing with these children, you do see a lot of the adults that are watching you kind of admire the work you're doing in this moment.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna hang out with the kids for the rest of the night.
Okay. What's up, Finnick? What do you got?
Oh, unless Gormog had something he wanted to do, I was gonna go try and find.
Find who?
Gormog.
Okay.
Unless he was doing something else in this time.
Never mind. I'm gonna say that.
Always available for you.
You're very sweet. And how are you doing?
I'm putting one foot in front of the other.
Right? Give you a hug?
I would love a hug.
I just give him the biggest hug I can.
Let him back. Hold on a little too long.
There's no such thing. What are we gonna do?
I was thinking a concert and a picnic.
Do I hear concert? Do I hear concert? Because I will do a concert.
I think these two are having their private moment, so I don't think Zara would be around for that. But
Burst through the wall. Lights.
I guess after some time, I'll. It's just that thing where it's like I'm hugging him, but I'm also waiting. Like I'm not gonna be the first one to let go.
Oh, well. I'll wait about 30 seconds and then I'll back up a bit. Just enough to look at you.
I guess I don't know how to go about this, but I'm thankful that everybody brought me back, and even though I was gone, I could I I could still hear everybody, and thank you.
You're welcome. But, from the moment that thing stepped off that cliff with you, I had no choice in anything. I did the only thing I could do.
I'm sorry for yelling at you.
I'd rather you were alive and yelling at me than dead and not.
I kiss him.
Oh.
I kiss back.
But we do need to find time for that date.
Yeah. I know Zeril is hellbent on finding somebody. I know Groon said some things escaped from the Platinum Dragon's temple. This thing doesn't feel like it's over yet, but I want to make time for you.
I just want to touch base with everybody here. Because, again, I feel like we were lucky that we won the fight with Sammy, but we still lost in a way.
Yeah.
Like, I still want to go talk to Whisper. She was the one who brought me back, and I still feel like I haven't done enough for her specifically.
I know the feeling.
And also, I need to touch base with Clover. I just need to touch base with everybody here. Just trying to figure out the words to say.
I think that is a good idea. I will be here when you've talked to them. You don't have to worry about me. I'll wait for you.
I always worry about you. I always worry, period. Like, it's not a why do you keep saying stuff like that? I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I wasn't serious that time.
That time. Gormog,
Mhm.
you need to understand that I care deeply for you. And I really like you. And I don't like the way that you talk about yourself sometimes. You keep saying that you're not enough when you're the one, I guess, emotionally supporting nearly everybody here. You have such a heavy weight on your shoulders, and you don't see how much you do for everybody else. And you need to start taking care of yourself too. You're cared about just as much as anyone here.
I recognize that I have not been kind to myself, and I promise to work on it. I'm sorry that my words directed at myself have hurt you.
I hold up my pinky.
I take it.
You promise.
I promise to work on it. I can't promise to be perfect, but yes.
And that's not what I was asking of you. I don't ask you to be perfect. I just ask you that you recognize that you are loved, you are cared for, and we all want you here.
I promise to work on it.
And then I kiss him on the cheek as I go to find the others.
And with that, that is where we're going to call it for the night. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on tonight's episode of Forging Fates. Heavy roleplay episode, a lot of emotions, a lot of learning about our new amazing guest, Day-Tay Cosplays. Day-Tay, go ahead and tell everyone where they can find you.
Oh my god. All the feels, all the tears, all the snatching edges. You guys can go ahead and find me at Day-Tay Cosplay. That is Daytay Cosplay, all one word, on pretty much everything. You can Google, find me in the yellow pages. It has been great forging fates with these amazing characters and people players.
Okay, we're getting actually a suggested raid for Behold Roleplay, which is amazing. We're gonna go ahead and raid them. Stick around for that. Don't forget, you've got us on Wednesday for Queer and Present Danger as we're diving into another episode. Thank you for joining us for episode 69 of Forging Fates. And on Thursday,
Nice.
we've got Investigation check for a recovering academic, aka Forrest. This has been an amazing episode 69. I've got nothing else. If you've got nothing else,
Thank you for the 700.
thank you for helping us hit 700.
And thank you for the raid.
Thank you
and
for
all
the raid.
follows. We love you all deeply.
We love you,
Welcome
geeks.
to the New Age Geeks.
Good night.